The most expensive attacks are usually, and this is of course all depends on how bad your users are. Most of the really expensive attacks come from outsiders. Users are usually there only, if they're going to steal something, it'll be just a little bit of stuff. They'll look at something they shouldn't. There's domestic spying, but most of the really expensive stuff is when you get hacked into. So our main concerns. We want to prevent the deliberate misuse of our network resources. Okay, so that's this one, right? So we have this lovely resource on our network, and we would like to prevent naughty outsiders from listening in on our conversations and swearing at our children, okay? But it applies to other things too. People might be hacking in and, they might access data, other stuff like that, okay? And then we also want to ensure availability of network resources. So this is a two-pronged, and hopefully you can see right here, they go, in some ways you kind of worry that they're going to in opposite directions, because the more we secure our stuff so that it's hard for outsiders to get into, the harder it is for our users to get in. So this is like, the Federal Reserve has to do two kind of almost opposite things. So it's a balancing act, but we can do this, right? All right, misuse of data of resources. We want to prevent data used internally from being accessed by outsiders, okay? We're just kind of drilling down in here into a little more detail. We're worried about trade secrets, customer information, employee information, just all that data, lots of data that we store inside that we don't want people to even access at all. We also especially want them, they may steal someone's username and password, and they might use it to log into our system and change something. So for example, if someone, if I was Amazon, and someone might hack into someone else's account and ship stuff to them. So a hacker hacks Russell Haynes' account and ships stuff to Russia or whatever. So they might alter data, and then they can then steal money or goods. I'm really surprised at this Heartbleed thing, right? People want to, if they get in, they can get my username and account, and if you can get in my bank account, my banking system, you can steal money, pay bill to you, or whatever you want to do. Easy stuff, okay? So this is mostly, I'll just note here, this is pretty much about data that is standing still, okay? And this is actually the hardest stuff to secure. Data in transit, what did we call that before? Can be listened on, okay? So eavesdropping, this is just, two people are talking and we don't want someone to listen into our conversation. And these are non-public And it doesn't just mean talking, right? We don't want people listening in on order data, reports, anything we might be doing on our network, okay? So this is stealing, well, we better not say stealing, obtaining the data as it passes over the network, okay? Or there are situations where the hacker might pretend to be a trusted party. This is a nice long list. Trusted, someone we trust and know. It's a nice long list of ways you can get nailed. So this is fun. So let's just look here. So here, when someone hacks in, right, then they can eavesdrop on our private conversations, and then they might misuse our network resources, right? If I had a web server with customer data on it, I would worry about people hacking into that, getting a hold of the customer login names and passwords. Embarrassing and costly.